You think Satchel's good? Satchel, it's on third leap, so it doesn't work with Broken Chain. But nah, I don't think it's good enough to run.
Nice slice.
I don't think it's good enough to run.
Hey everyone, it's Fiction here. Today, I thought I would do something a little different and kind of showcase some gameplay that I played on Nostromo during the anniversary event, to kind of showcase how I play Ghoul and give you a good idea of how high of a skill ceiling Ghoul can have, among other things as well. I'm going to do my best to explain everything. This isn't scripted, so I may stutter a little bit, but that's fine. Anyways, let us begin. So usually how I like start off the match anyway, since there's party totems, I decided to go for the party totems. But usually how I start off the match is obviously I use the game knowledge of where survivors may spawn. Oh, the audio may be a little delayed, but that's fine. Um General idea of where survivors may spawn and just kind of roam around a little bit. I found the bill here. Now you'll notice that whenever I try to go purely for mobility around the map, I won't ever use my second or third leap. So right now, I kind of use my power around the loops to get Bill there. It was a little messed up because my power bugged, but it is all fine. I faked the pickup just because I knew he was right there. I decided to chase after him. And here I'll try to use my power on loops, however, yeah, unfortunately that happens. Thankfully he dropped the pallet for whatever reason, and I was able to get a vault off and got a swing. So they already completed one gen, so that tells me that they either doubled one gen or they had split up. So they pick up Bill, I hook him. I find Laura here, however, like I randomly get stuck right there, so I kind of just lose track of her, but I realize she went in there, but it's too late. So I decided to chase after her. I picked this pallet. I'd expected her to go through the window, however, I misread that. I catch up to her, get a grab attack. You notice I'll always go for grab attacks, and the reason is I always like to be enraged because it gives me constant value of Kanaki's Satchel, which is going to be a main part of this build, and main part of my playstyle specifically. Because that extra speed on the third leap can really make a difference in a lot of things, whether it's securing a body block and whatnot. Right now, I'm chasing after Laura right now. Now here's one where I use my power on loops. She decided not to drop that pallet, so I punished her for not doing that. And I get a good down. Got a little good mobility there. Sometimes I do just do the third leap for mobility because it's whatever. So if you didn't know already, doing perfectly timing it, which is basically what I saw Benor call it, the perfect bite, which I thought was such a baller name. Um, Basically, if you perfectly time the grab attack, all it does is it gives you extra blood points, but also increases the enrage timer, and it definitely feels like a huge increase. It increases it by 15 seconds, I believe. So The base one is 30 seconds, and the enraged with perfect bite is 45 seconds. She was kind of playing this very well, and I couldn't really use my power on this loop. So I get a vault off, and I barely get a hit. So right now I have 3 hooks at 4 gens, and I did get a pain res right there. I should also mention, don't worry much about the build. The build is just not really important right now. It's just something I'm running for fun. You can run it if you want. The reason I run Forever Entwined is just because I like the faster pickup speed, and I hate getting blind. I hate getting blinded. So that was a slingshot. Basically, it's using your second leap immediately after your first leap, and it can get you downs like that. Once you learn how to slingshot, you can't go back. Right there, I was trying to kidnap tech, but I think I saved myself, so. I break her chem trap, and she gets 60% hinder, which is actually outrageous. But I'm able to catch up to her. I almost get the body block, but I narrowly missed it. I have no idea how that ever stunned me, by the way. She makes a questionable pathing decision. She decided not to drop. I tried to do something funny here, didn't really work. I did find Bill, who still has this 10% haste. I'll play Bill there. He still has OTR, though. I decided to chase after him still. I tried to get a body block on the window, didn't work, so I just ended up kidnap teching him. Completely denying him of either that was balance landing or Lithe, I don't remember, but it seemed like, it seems like Lithe. If you want my thoughts on Kidnap Tech, I just think it has counterplay to it, but I still don't think it should be in the game. The only reason I do it sometimes is because it's funny. And sometimes I just want to end a chase that's been going on for longer than I want it to. And plus, Kanaki's bugged right now, so yeah. Now, I didn't get the grab attack there because this character sucks, but I do get it down. But I still always try to go for grab attacks, even when the survivor's injured. Just because if I'm constantly enraged, and if I eventually need to leave them, they'll have to mend, which slows them down a little bit. And so that's just really nice. So right now I am on the hunt to find Sable. It's important if you can, always try to use your second leap for the grab attack if you're enraged. That means it'll be like the shortest cooldown possible. And that'll always be nice. I do get it down here. And I do believe Laura was around here. So right now I'm just roaming. Just kind of patrolling the gens here. I noticed I haven't checked this gen in a while, so I probably have some progress on it. Nope. So Adam here is going for the unhook. For some reason, Adam shouldered when he is already hooked for some reason. I don't know why he did that, but using this knowledge, I obviously want to basically go after him. He uses reassurance, but that's fine. Now, me not... Okay, what's important about this clip is that this is a good mind game you should keep in mind. You should never respect a pallet as Ghoul the first or second time. Like that. If I were to disrespect thinking that he would camp the pallet, try to stun me, then he would have been all the way over here having way more control. But since I didn't respect, I'm able to catch up to him, and now he camps the pallet, and I go for the enrage vault. I know it's not as skillful as some of the other plays I've done, but it's the little things like this that are really cool. You could truly get in people's heads, so. And also, don't ever swing. We find Bill, who was trying to pick up Adam here. I decided to pick up Adam, get my remote hook, because I have it. And Adam is my first kill. So now it's kind of back to patrolling the gens. I notice I haven't checked this gen in a while. Find Bill here. And that's where Kaneki Satchel is really peak. I sure would have gotten the hit a little bit. I would have gotten the hit as fast as possible if I didn't have Kaneki Satchel there. No, like this add-on's insane. Also, there's a good stationary slingshot. Basically, if you walk backwards and then immediately perform a slingshot by not moving, that's a stationary slingshot. So basically, you can get stuff like that. Try to get the grab attack, but unfortunately the thing got stuck on there, so. I decided to chase after Sable, make it a little harder for myself instead of tunneling. Try to get a grab attack midair, but it wouldn't let me. So I get a normal one, it's fine. I need to be enraged. I get the perfect bite. She plays this very weirdly. She expected me to respect, but I didn't. I knew they were gonna pop this gen. It was like, there's no way I could ever defend it. So now I know where Laura is, so I immediately come racing over here. Coffee is an absolute godsend for this. I find her. Try to do something funny here, but again, I get stuck. But I do get the down at least. And essentially, the game's over by now. I just have to find Bill, but that's really it. This game's kind of over. I hope that gave you kind of a good idea of how I play Kaneki in Dead by Daylight. Instead of I'm not one of those people that use Broken Chain and Stubiffle and play the character in a very brainless way. And no, I actually try to experiment using Kaneki Satchel and Coffee, moving around loops and whatnot. And yeah, I hope you all enjoyed. Um, that's all.